You are now listening to
the Primal Armor Podcast.
This episode is sponsored by Executive Fit LLC. They build custom deadlift platforms, custom barbell storage pieces, and make indoor and outdoor signage for your home or corporate gym. Every platform that pairs with a rack is customized to that specific rack, so everything fits nice and clean. And they ship nationwide. Each platform has a logo applied in a way that makes it impossible to peel up from wear and tear. They even make custom nameplates for your squat rack. Visit executivefitllc.com to request a quote and see what's available on their store. That's executivefitllc.com to upgrade your deadlift game today. Welcome back to episode 91 of the Primal Armor Podcast. Last week, we dove a little bit more into the topic of how often you should be working out, and then what specific recommendations that there are for your strength and for your health. And this week, I want to cover a little bit like a closely related topic that gets asked all the time. Welcome back to episode 91 of the Primal Armor Podcast. Last week, we dove into the topic of how often you should be working out and what specific recommendations there are for your strength and for your health. This week, I want to cover a closely related topic that gets asked all the time, which is what's the best time of the day to work out? Because so many people don't know how to work out, or when to work out, or even why they should work out. If you were to Google the top questions that revolve around fitness, they're probably those exact 3 questions. And if that many people are asking that question, then I want to cover that topic today because the odds are some of you probably have that same exact question or have at least thought about it before. We'll start with early morning workouts. You're probably a person who really loves or really hates to work out in the morning. And I've really never seen someone who's been in the middle of this topic. You're either on one end of the spectrum or the other. But does working out in the morning actually give you added benefits? Even if you hate morning workouts, waking up early and getting in a good one can be a huge benefit. This can make you get more tired earlier in the evening and get you to fall asleep much earlier than normal, which will then in turn help shift that clock to help you wake up earlier. So as much as it may suck in the start, it can get easier over time. But not only does it get easier, it can be a lot better for burning stored fat. As you sleep, your body depletes glycogen in the body. And those are the same stores that are used during exercise. So after a long night's sleep or a fast, you tend to use most of these stores, which is why people eat breakfast or break your fast. But if you're working out before you eat your breakfast, your body can tap into those fat reserves for energy and help fuel your workout. And it also allows you to eat a bigger meal post-workout to help replenish these stores. When then in turn, that can also help curb your appetite for the rest of the day. This is my personal preference. When I've been at my fittest and my leanest, it's when I train first thing in the morning and then I eat a protein-packed breakfast like eggs and sausage. And then I'm not always constantly hungry throughout the rest of the day. It also lets you check that off your to-do list right away in the day. So then you don't have to focus on anything else and you don't have to worry about that anymore. And this helps you from coming up with excuses or other things later in the day to put on that to-do list that might take the place or push back your workout. Working out also releases endorphins, which are your feel-good hormones. So it's very beneficial to help reap the benefits throughout those for the entire day. And your testosterone levels are also the highest when you wake up in the morning. So this can help you with your heavier sets, more reps, and help you build more muscle in the long run. Lifting is a huge help in raising testosterone levels as well in those with low T. So working out with your levels at their highest will help keep them high. And after hearing testosterone, most females can feel like that's pretty off-putting. But if you go back and listen to our episode that we just did a few weeks ago on testosterone, you'll learn that it's something that's in and beneficial to both male and females when it comes to fitness. So this is something that both genders can take advantage of. A good second choice, though, is a midday workout. Because at that point, you've had a few meals in your system to be really prepared to take on a high-intensity workout because you're going to have carbohydrates in your system. But late night workouts aren't bad. For many people, it's the most convenient for them to work out when they get off of work. While some people try to argue that late night workouts mess with sleep patterns, this isn't the case. While my preference is morning workouts, I always find myself working out in the garage once everyone else is in bed. And this can do a really good job of wearing you out right before bed, especially if you're someone who has a really hard time winding down. And for some people, working out is directly correlated to something like yoga, which is a great way to de-stress and get ready for bed. But honestly, the best time of day to exercise is going to be the time that works best for you to actually do it. Like I said, I prefer morning workouts. And as you can tell from this episode, there are loads of benefits that come from it. But if you're someone who can't make that work, that's not the best time of day for you. I've been doing late night workouts because at least then I can get a full workout in. If I was to do it early in the morning, that's when my daughter's in the lightest sleeping stage, and I'll probably end up waking her up and only getting a partial workout in. So I'm getting better benefits by doing a full workout by doing it at night. So while there's a ton of benefits coming from a morning workout, you need to weigh your pros and cons of your own life schedule because you're going to get the most out of your workout for whenever you feel like you're the most motivated to do it. So hopefully you can take some of these facts and some of this information and apply them to your own life and try to use that to motivate you to try something new. Or I hope you learned something today that helped tip the scale towards a new lifestyle habit. If there's a time that works best for you to get your workout in, then don't change that. I just wanted to provide some quick information to those who have had that question or asked that question before and are wondering what the best time of the day is to get your workout in. Every time of the day has a different benefit to your health. So as long as you're exercising, make sure you're getting in those recommendations that we talked about last week and start trying to experiment with what time of the day works best for you. I just want to thank you for listening to today's podcast, and we'll see you back here again next week.